everyone, this is Sheila, and I am doing a training to show you how to make changes to your graphics or make collages with your graphics from Paparazzi's website so that you do not get thrown into Facebook jail. Now, a little bit of background. The reason people get thrown into Facebook jail is because they share the exact same image over and over and over. Thousands of consultants are sharing the same image. These images have, in a nutshell, basically they have bits of data written into them, and Facebook itself scans its Facebook world with its algorithms constantly, and when it sees this same picture with the same bits of image being shared repeatedly by multiple people all at one time, or multiple times, it will flag that post, and Facebook will then throw you in jail. And this can result in many things. You could be in there from anywhere from a few hours to a few weeks. When that happens, you can't do certain things. Sometimes you can't message. Sometimes you can't post anything. Sometimes you can't comment. A variety of different ways that you can be thrown in jail. But if you post original graphics, making them your own and making them original, and even if you use paparazzi's pictures, you can make them your own original graphics and post those to avoid getting thrown into jail. So after saying all of that, what I'm going to do is just show you briefly how I go about creating some of my pictures. I'm going to start here with, this is just a picture of, just say I ordered this Mountain Beauty red necklace. What I would do, besides the fact that you get an email and a message and you're able to download pictures automatically from placing your order with Paparazzi, let's just say you're wanting to go in and get an individual picture. So I'm going to click on that picture, I'm going to right click and save that image, and I'm going to call it Mountain Beauty Red. Now, there's one reason that I do this, and I'll also show you up here. What I do is I have an inventory folder, if you see right here, and then I also break mine up into like red necklaces, blue necklaces, red rings, blue rings, etc. And that way it's easy to find certain pieces that I might be looking for later. I also save it by its name so that if I want to look it up later to post it with the actual description, I make sure I have the name, or if I'm doing a Facebook Live or whatever it might be, it helps you to know the name of your piece. So I save it by its name, and then I go through and actually save each one of these pictures. This one will be just Mountain Beauty Red 2. Sorry, 2. And then I save, because it's a necklace, it has 3 pictures, so I will save this image, Mountain Beauty Red 3. Okay? So once I get all of my pictures saved, then I go to PicMonkey, which is what I use to create a collage. Now, PicMonkey is one of many. You can use, and I pay for PicMonkey annually. You'll see right here that I'm already logged in. I pay, I think it's $35 for a whole year. And there are extra features that I use. But just to do basic original graphics, collages, text, you can do all of that for free with PicMonkey. A lot of people use Canva. Another one called Ribbit is really popular. There are apps for PicMonkey, PicCollage, WordSwag is popular, but there's tons of apps out there. There are tons of these that you can use for free. Okay, so I'm going to move on. So what I do right here, I go to Collage, okay, and when it loads up, it will initially, and it's being slow, so, okay, it always kind of gives you this 3-piece image right here at the beginning, and it gives you some default pictures, usually seasonal pictures. I just go ahead and delete those out just so it doesn't cause any confusion. Okay, so now I'm going to add my images, and it gives you options of where to add them from. I'm getting them from my computer. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to hit Control on my keyboard and click again to get each picture that I want to upload. So I'm going to open those three. Now you can use this design collage right here, but I personally prefer to use other ones. As you can see, some of these, you see the ones with the little crown here? These are additional features that I have because I pay for this each year. These, all of these are a part of the free because they don't have the little crown on them like this one does. So, but I usually use just this top one. So I'll use 3 ducks in a row. I actually usually make it a little taller if it is for for a necklace. And then I will just simply take my 3 pictures and I will drag them over. You click on it and drag it to where you want it to go. And bam, you're all set. So you've got all 3 pictures of the necklace. Now you take this and save it and post it on your Facebook page. You do not have to worry about being thrown in Facebook jail because you have an edited image of your own. Now the additional thing that I like to do is export to editor. And we'll click export to editor again here. It wants to make sure that that's what you want to do. At this point my collage is put together. There's no changing it. And then what I'll do right here is just simply add some text. Okay? And one of the reasons that you want to do this is to add your own website, add your name, add your, anything that you want to right here. What I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to change this. And for this one, I'm going to put www.paparazzieaccessories.com/ let me make that back small there. My bling room, because that's what I have named my website. And then you can also come over here if you want to fade it out so it's not quite so dark. But by doing that, this now becomes your graphic, even more so. Okay, you can change it to a different color. You can change the size of it. Here, I'm actually going to make it a little bit smaller. And then I am going to make it not quite so faded. But I'm just going to drag it right down over here. And honestly, like I said, what it does then is this is now your image. If someone else wants to share it, they're just sharing your information. You see? So anyway, at this point, you would just, save it to your computer. I'm actually going to make it a little bit smaller. And you see the file size here is very small. It's less than 200K. And then I'm going to save it to the same place. Actually, I'm going to save over the top of this. It's going to ask me if I'm sure. Yes, I am sure. And so now if I go look in my folder, inventory, and then I'm going to go back to red necklaces. Okay, there is my picture. Now, see, I'll just delete because I don't need them anymore. I've already got it. Here's my picture that I'll post on Facebook. And it's my picture. It's got my website on it. It took me a little longer because I was sitting here talking on this video, but normally I can get this done in just a few seconds. Bang, bang, bam, it's done. So that is all I'm going to show you in this video because I don't want to make these too long. I'm going to do another quick video here now and show you how to search for images that you cannot find for like hostess rewards and things like that. And I will see you on that video. Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.